Hi, I'm Dave Zimmer, owner of Fleet Feet Sports in Chicago. For a number of years, we've been training people for the Boston Marathon, and in partnership with Adidas, they've created the Boston365. I'm here with Matt Withrow, our Adidas rep here in the Chicago area, and Matt's going to give us a little bit of insight as to what Boston365 is and why this is so important.
Well, Dave, like you said, Fleet Feet Sports has been a great partner training people for the Boston Marathon already. But what the Boston365 program is going to do is it's going to be truly that next step in training. What it's going to do is it's going to be able to take that athlete who hasn't quite qualified yet. We're going to set up a training program to help people get ready for a qualifying race and then take them beyond that for an ultimate Boston experience.
Now, in order to get people ready to qualify for the Boston Marathon, we have to do a couple things, an assessment. Can you take us through that assessment?
Well, the Boston365 athlete assessment is going to be that first jumping off point. We need to set a little bit of a baseline to see where you as an athlete are at. It's going to be able to tell us a little bit of your running history, and then we're going to do a actual running test, a running assessment, that's going to give us a little bit of an idea of your current fitness levels.
And when we go through those tests, what do you think that's going to tell us? What information are we looking to be able to get from that?
Well, the written portion is the first part. It's going to be a pretty long questionnaire. It's almost going to be 3 or 4 pages long. What we want to do is see what's your racing history, what does your usual training look like, what is your time constraints going to be for training for this next level.
So Matt, one really important question that I have is who? Who should be doing this? Who should be looking at the Boston assessment and doing the Boston365 program?
That's a great question. I really feel that this program is going to be out there for anybody who's even flirted with the idea of scratching off that bucket list item of the Boston Marathon. Really, anyone who's thinking about attempting to run that marathon, thinking about, where do I take my training to? What's that next thing in line? What's that next race I want to go after? Dave, you get so many people come through your store day in and day out, and I know you have a lot of people that have attempted to get that qualifying time and maybe just narrowly missed. What do you think that missing component was in their training programs?
The missing component for most people is a sense of community and a group to train with. That it's so important to have a group of people that you feel confident in going out like an appointment every single week to be able to run harder, faster, prove it to them, prove it to yourself. People love to train with other people. When I qualified for the Boston Marathon, I couldn't have done it on my own. I had to do it with a group. I worked really hard individually, but it was because of the group. It's because of the dynamic of other people that made it possible. Anybody can qualify for Boston if they put in the time, put in the effort.
Dave, this sounds like it's going to be an amazing program and truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Everybody at Adidas is really excited about it. I know everybody at Fleet Feet Sports is really excited about it, and we want you to get excited about it. So if you've been flirted with the idea of running that Boston Marathon and want to scratch it off of your bucket list, why don't you come by your local Fleet Feet Sports and you can get started and see if you're ready to take on this challenge.